The giant Yuri! Ah! Fear me! Be afraid! The giant Yuri is here. Okay, I smell now. I smell Yuri. I smell Yuri. Ah! Hi, I'm normal and sane. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Nobody panic. Hello. Maybe Xichun souls the Umamusume verse. Yes, absolutely. Everybody else is too busy playing Umamusume, raising their horse daughters. I'm over here raising my Xichun daughter. My Xichun is better than your horse. Fight me. My daughter could beat up your daughter. Hey, I need my blanket. I'm cold. Oh. Hi, Andre Pro. Congratulations, you are indeed the first. You did it. I'm so proud. Hi, Sniper. Hello, hi, Delvin. Hello, hi, Giga. Hi, Sandy. Oh my gosh, you haven't been here in forever. Hi. Long time no see. My dad is better than your dad. My dad could beat up your dad. Well, my dad works at Nintendo, so my dad can get you bad on Mario Kart. Hi. I got new tea. It's like a different brand of tea, and for some reason, somehow, I mean, most of the types of tea are the same as the ones that I've been getting, but somehow the oolong tea smells different than the other oolong tea. What did they do to my oolong tea? I'm guessing they just used more leaves? Or something? I don't know, it smells stronger. The oolong is more powerful. I'm gonna douse it in honey anyway, so I'm not gonna taste it, but still. I am made from Mario Kart if I'm already made from it, ha! Did you mod your Switch to play Mario Kart in 60 frames per second instead of 30? Oh no. Oh my, how could you? You used an emulator, Nintendo slap your wrist. What I've been doing ever since I got lossless scaling on Steam is whenever I play a Switch game, I pull up OBS and lossless scaling. I run my Switch through my Elgato capture card, and I use lossless scaling to upscale the game to 1440p and 60 FPS. Or some days when I'm feeling special, I change my monitor refresh rate to 120 FPS, and then I set the lossless scaling to upscale my Nintendo Switch games, like Splatoon, so I can play Splatoon at 120 FPS, 1440p. It's so cool. It's weird. It doesn't like when I open and close menus, but it's cool. Ah, that felt weird. I just swallowed it. I was looking to the left, and my neck was like, no, don't do that. Okay, I won't. Noted. Nintendo's about to brick your Switch. They're gonna fry it. They're gonna set it on fire. They're going to blue screen of death your Switch. The latest Switch game I played recently is Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I tried playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I'm so upset. I wish I could refund it. I tried to play it, but it was way too hard and stressful. I hate that there's a schedule. I hate that there's a constant timer on the game, and I'm only allowed to do a very limited number of things. I hate when I want to do something, but the game's like, no, the day is over. You're not allowed to do that. Why not? Because you did other things. But I want to do all of the things. Why can't I play all of the game? What heck? I'm also still sad that I have to pick and choose which cast of characters I'm able to use. Why can't I have both Bernadetta and Edelgard? I want both. Why do I have to choose one or the other? Let me have Bernadetta and Edelgard on the same team. What heck? Man. 3 houses makes me sad. I can always just recruit the others. No, I can't always just do that. Because it didn't let me. It doesn't let me recruit other characters. I go to one house and I'm stuck in that house. And I can't change. I have acquired an internet interest in watching streamers play endgame content, seeing as they're going through trial and error and come out with a nice sweet victory. Because you're Sniper and I know you, I assume you're talking about endgame Umamusume? But you gave no context, so I feel like you're just talking about every video game ever. I love watching streamers play endgames of all of the video games. I love watching them play the endgame of Persona 5 Royale. I love watching streamers play the endgame of Shantae. I need any game that has all of them. All of the endgames. I like watching streamers collect all of the last grubs in Hollow Knight after they beat the game. Gotta get the stats for it? You must understand, I played Fire Emblem 3 Houses for like 8 or 10 hours. And I did not enjoy a single second of it, so I gave up. I was not having fun at all. So I don't know what you can do later in the game. Cause I got too stressed out by schedule and limited choices. And it was not fun gameplay. I just wanted cute anime girls. Please just let me have cute anime girls. That's all I came here for. That's why I'm here now for Xichun. I came here for Xichun, cute anime girl. Yay. Also, isn't Edelgard and Bernadette in the same house? I thought Edelgard was the leader of the red house, and Bernadetta was in the yellow house. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. All characters. Google, please tell me. Fandom, oh boy. I love fandom so much. What? Why is Bernadetta in the Black Eagles with Edelgard? I don't remember this. I played Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Why do I not remember having Bernadetta as an option? Because I picked Edelgard. What? Is my game broke? Does Bernadetta not join until later because she shot into her house? Is she just unavailable in the early game? Is that why? I'm confused. I don't remember having access to Bernadetta in the first 10 hours. Ah, you mean gacha game endgames. Oh! Gacha endgames. Okay, that makes more sense. Your name is Sniper. Of course you would be talking about gacha game endgames. Of course they weren't talking about Persona, or Shantae, or Hollow Knight. Exclamation mark poke. Ah! Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? Why poke? That's just the whole time to me. I don't remember. I tried to play it back when it first came out. I barely remember it. I don't know how it went. I don't know what I did. All I know is I didn't have fun. And I got very sad and depressed. Oh. Have they nerfed this Cinderella? I have no idea. Let me check patch notes. I haven't started this intervalo, so... There's hotfix, known issues, rewards... Here? Known issues... Ishirakuno Kumo Clan Skill 3... Cause solution... One is AOS. That's Android, isn't it? That means mobile. And issue where auto battle stages for just Xichun, and if the clashes are chained for the first turn, the clashing noise won't stop playing repeatedly. Oh. Hear the metal pipe falling sound effect over and over. Also the two in-game content such as raids. Ew. I don't like watching Destiny raids, but I have watched a little bit of Whoops playing the new Final Fantasy XIV raids, because they look cool, especially one of the slime painter Lalafell girl. I like her, she's a good boss, I want to fight her. I liked watching Whoops fight the painter girl. The slime painter Lalafell. So this is Umamusume event? Yes! This is the Raise a Daughter event. This is the... we're taking our cute anime girl to school and teaching her how to be strong and get stats and make numbers go up. Literally Umamusume. Televised slice if I can like it! Yay! My favorite. Umamusume went off the deep end recently? Is it because of the yandere? Is it because they added a yandere horse? So this is the Umamusume event. Oh, right. Because Umamusume became a Limbus company. That's how it went off the deep end. Now we live in the city, in a dystopian, horrible future. Everyone violently murders each other and it's normal. Yay! I love horses. So I said Umamusume. Yeah. I'm completely finding out still in love? That sounds familiar. Is that the title of a game? Where have I heard that before? Still in love. What is this? That's a song. I don't think it's a song, is it? Still in love is rapidly approaching towards engagement ceremony. Anyway. Oh! Is that the yandere's name? Is the yandere horse name Still in Love? Hold on, let me look, see. I last played Umamusume July 11th, and I have 6.1 hours of playtime, and 1 achievement. I don't know horse girls. I don't know the horse game. All of their names are weird. All I know is I like Rice Shower, because she's my nervous little bundle of anxiety, and I want to give her head pats. And I like Haru because she's just trying her best. That's everything I know about horse game. Clashing noise. Wait. The issue alert floor 5 of Mirror Heart. Selecting the long battle theme perch won't give us love. It's I'm doing this story. Hold on, we can just. We can just read this together. An issue reviewing the story log in stage H5 school from the railroad show. Issue occurs to reclaim a team, reclaim Mocha's error code. We got a hot fix 2 days ago. About the deployment of code, new characters. New skills, reanimation causes issues. Additional issues. This is Android version update. This does not apply to me. I don't think they nerfed it. It doesn't look like anything has been nerfed. Oh god, wait, those noises. I heard in your ending you still love elope. I just searched what eloping meant. It means you do this together. Obviously. I think I had to do the same thing with Iroha and Blue Archive. When Iroha asked Sensei if we wanted to play hooky together, I was like, what? Why does that sound inappropriate? Why does that sound super sensual and inappropriate? What does that word mean? What do you mean by this? Oh, did we just say a bad word? I can say all the f***ing bad words I want, and you can't stop me. I say whatever I want. Actually, it means running away secretly to get married. Yeah. Yeah. I had to look up what Hookie meant. It sounded very inappropriate. So I go... Wait, hold on. Pause this. I wanna go here. Limbus Company. I still have my magical girl Don Quixote here. I love magical girls so much. My game froze. Always fixed. I love magical girls so much. Yes, I put the magical girl banner 3 times. And also Quixote. And also the Magellan Fraction Railway, whatever. They haven't released a new Fraction Railway, have they? I don't like this oolong tea. I want my old oolong tea back. It was better. This new brand just sucks. I'm drinking it anyways, and you can't stop me. Missing 3 ideas from a Rupture team? Magical Girl Dawn? Magical Girl Dawn is not a Rupture character. Some people think that she has a Rupture character. I did too. I tried to put her on a Rupture team because it says Rupture here, but that was a bad idea. I don't recommend it. She does not actually rupture. She's a lie. She inflicts 0 rupture count anywhere. She just does the tiny bit of potency. She will drain all of the count. She's a charge ID. I tried to put her on a rupture team. It didn't go good. Uma sang. Horse is sang. Where can I find him? Where is he? He's not here. Where's Horse? Is this Horse? Horse! Horse is sang. Also, never mind, just 2. Any Queen of Hatred? Queen of Hatred Otis? What? Yoshi Faust and Ishmael? I wish everybody had a Queen of Hatred. That would be awesome. Yes, please. I want all of the Queen of Hatreds. Just turn everybody into a magical girl. Why not? Why not? Since it's Umamusume and Claire. Chicken Claire. He always has been a chicken this whole time. Now he's finally embraced it. He finally truly became chicken. As he was always meant to be. Oh yeah, I don't have to go to the dispense menu. They added a thingy here, didn't they? Yeah, I can see all the ones I don't have in this menu now. No, wait, I can't click on them. Never mind, I lied. Why can't I click on them? Let me click on them. Let me see. Oh. Okay. I'm getting pinged on Discord. Jason, what did you do? Jason, what did you do? I blame Jason for this. It's all Jason's fault. It's always Jason's fault. Wait, I need to do something. This is important, I swear. I have something saved somewhere and I need to find it. People are DMing me about Minecraft. I'm gonna show off my skin now. I can't show off my skin, never mind, dang it. I don't have a screenshot of it. I'm sad now. Ugh. I have the texture for my skin, but not a picture of a model wearing the skin. You did your skin? Yeah, I made a Minecraft skin for myself a long time ago. Back when I first made light purple Yuri. We are not calling him Claire. Why not? Sounds fun. It is fun. The what, Claire? The chicken Claire. Sinclair Jockey? Chicken Jockey Claire? Chicken Jock Claire? You're a GSMP faction. Oh no. I don't watch any Minecraft SMP videos. What do they do? The few Minecraft SMPs that I've seen are the rat-made ones, where they make a bunch of really cool mods, like the cool spaceship one, or the deep sea the deep sea pool rooms. Those are cool. I've seen some of Hermitcraft. I think I saw a lot of the previous season of Hermitcraft, but not the current one. I saw a little bit of the current one. What else is there? What do people do in Minecraft SMPs? I've seen some other streamers playing SMPs live, like Rose Doodle and Iron Mouse, Seadog VA, Rosh, all those peoples. I know it's Minecraft SMP as well. Nice. We can be unaware together. I don't know if I should start responding to DMs while I'm in the middle of streaming. Maybe this could wait. English. English is hard. I don't know. No clue what SMP means. Special Minecraft people. Yeah, that's basically it. I think SMP means multiple things, depending on what context it's used. But for the most part, it's still Minecraft. Like, some people use it for single-player Minecraft playthrough. Some people use it for server Minecraft playthrough. Those are two different things. Is it single-player or is it on a server? I don't know. Google. Wait, hold on. It's Minecraft, so it would be funnier if I ask ChatGPT. What is a... Shut up. I'm not gonna log in. You can't make me. You can't make me. You can't make me. What is a SMP? The term SMP can mean different things depending on the context. Here are some of the most common meanings. Gaming, especially Minecraft. Survival multiplayer. A Minecraft SMP is a multiplayer server where players play in survival mode, meaning they gather resources, build, and survive together, or sometimes against each other. Ooh, drama. We love drama. We love the Minecraft Civilization SMPs, where everybody fights each other, and there's permadeath, so when you get murdered, you're not allowed to play the game anymore. Isn't that so much fun? Clearly this is what you're talking about, actually. SMP stands for Symmetric Multiprocessing, a type of computer architecture where two or more processors share memory and the OS. It helps computers handle multitasking and parallel processing better. Cool! Now I know what SMP means. Scalp micropigmentation. Standard maintenance procedure. Supplementary medical policy. Thank you, ChatGPT, for whatever this is. Cool. Y'all are gonna hear so many Discord pings. You're welcome. But I know nothing really. I'm responding. I have to. I can't wait. I'm sorry. There we go. I did it. Yay. Wait. I see. Jason and I doing the stream Discord pings. Yeah. It's not even Jason. Jason hasn't sent me a single DM yet. multiple other people are, but I'm still blaming Jason anyways. I still say it's his fault. The fault lies with you, Jason. The fault lies with you. Wait, hold on. Let me just... While I'm here, I might as well... Where'd she go? The fault lies with you, Jason. Why did my tea get cold so fast? It's only been 30 minutes. It's so cold. Maybe that's why I have my blanket on. Yes. Okay, so I go here and here. Ta-da! Spring cultivation, also known as Xichun cultivation, or as I like to call it, raise a Xichun daughter a horse. They didn't turn her into a horse, but they turned Yaseng into a horse. And it's a numbers go up game. It's exactly the same as Umamusume, so Xichun is also not a very horse. We can call her a horse. It's close enough. I have 0 bonus units. I don't even have the old Ishmael Xichun, who came out a while ago. Should I get her? I feel like it'd be thematic. Usually, my strategy for Limbus is to save up all my lunacy until the last 3 banners of a season, before all of my ego shards and stuff gets halved, and before the season IDs change. And then I pulled on just those last 3 banners. And then I'll still get a bunch of other random IDs that I didn't get from earlier in the season.
Hey, lunacy.
Yeah. I have no lunacy. I have... How many pulls is this? Magical Girl Don Quixote stole all of my lunacy. Down to the double digits. Every single lunacy. All of it. Gone. 130... No, wait, just do... 8860... divided by 130... This is only 68 pulls. I can't even... I'm not even halfway to 200 ideality. Oof. Oof. I'm going to get so many pings. I'm reading. Wait, can I do this? I can. There. That might work. I've temporarily disabled the pings. For now. Bing, 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 bing. They're playing pinball in my DMs right now. Okay. I guess I'll get John's Xichun Ishmael. Especially since I like Rupture. Rupture is my favorite element, and I already have enough ego shards. And also Xichun is one of my favorite characters because I can ship her with Don Quixote. And she's just cute. And she's thematic for the event, so I have to have her in the party. Ta-da! Should I read her update story? Is that a thing we need to do? Hold on. My story team is my charge team right now. I don't want to change them to Rupture. I'm just gonna switch to Rupture here. This'll do. Bink. What do you have? What do you do? I don't know who you are. Who are you? What are you? update. 안녕하세요. I don't speak Chinese. I checked Discord servers and noticed a new Nikkei banner is coming. Not just a Nikkei, a Bunny Girl Nikkei. There's also gonna be 2 new Bunny Girl Nikkeis. Hecka! I like the newies. Benui cute. Have you ever seen the Order Arabe? That's one of my favorite anime. Go watch it right now. It's adorable. It's cute. Maybe not all of the seasons, but at least the first season. The first season is cute. I like it. I guess the last bilingual event went so well. Was so well received that shift up is making another bilingual event. This time covert bilinguals. So it's like Toki from Blue Archive. It's like when Toki was wearing a bunny suit as a disguise at a big formal party event, as she was sneaking around trying to find the person who was going to steal the museum relic auction thingy. Does this plot make sense to anybody who never read that event in Blue Archive? I hope so. Ja family Ismail. Makes you wonder why they even hold these banquets, doesn't it?
Had they come, they would have done naught but bring displeasure to you. Have you not said as such yourself?
Is you saying, Wei? Ishmael's retainer? Nice. I like that he has slightly longer hair. I like this hair. You saying, can you just keep this hair all the time? And also the glasses? Please and thank you. Not only that, I noticed they added insane details such as veins again to both the bunny girls. Oh my, how lewd. Oh my, oh. I guess that's true. My child walked out of the banquet hall and let out a deep sigh, folding her fan.
What the are these games you were talking about?
It's Nikkei Goddess of Victory. I don't play Nikkei Goddess of Victory. I tried it one time when they added one super cute chef pastry patissier girl. I really like her. Her name is Crest. She's adorable. But most of the rest of the game is super lewd and schmexy, and everybody has giant bobas and jiggle physics, and giant booties also with jiggle physics, and everybody has guns. I don't like most of Nikkei, but Sniper keeps me up to date on it anyways.
Trust, the boom veins are essential for us to defeat the raptors.
Yeah, it's important for the plot. It's important for the lore. It's a very important world building that you need to know. It's just like all of the... It's just like the 12 hours of dialogue. The 12 plus hours of dialogue that Honkai Star Rail has to add to the story on every major patch. It's very important lore and world building that you need to know in order to enjoy the game. You won't enjoy the game if you don't read all of the important lore and world building. Because the developers put a lot of time and effort into building a world, and they need you to read a Wikipedia about it. Also, not for attending a Dagwon banquet for once. No one came to the banquet but my big brother with that silly smile, huh? Well, it's a nearly empty party. The family hierarch and the family elders, whom she actually came to see, apparently all had some business to attend to, and only left her letters and notes. And the people who were indifferent about her didn't even bother showing their faces. So, essentially, there was but a single family member who was there to welcome her. Yes, otherwise you'll be the lore skipper and do terrible takes on TikTok. Yes.
This being an inauspicious place, it had already been anticipated that they would not hail your return with open arms. Yet, I sense that aught is certainly awry.
Oh, my head's already starting to hurt just thinking about it.
However, with all credit to your efforts, we may as well have passed the first round already. Protect what you have, collect what intelligence that may be gained, and we shall be able to garner what wisdom there is to be found about the competition. I'm running out of breath. Let not haste taint your wisdom.
The first round of the family hierarchy evaluation was to bring him a clue of immortality. Fortunately, after a long and grueling journey, the child was able to find for herself what she sought. Can't believe we actually managed to scoop up some of that... Oh, no, of the deep place from the else traces. We were really in luck, huh? Jeez, I'm still shaking from what a close call that was. The first time in the lakes, almost devoured by the waves as soon as we sailed out. Waves are in caps. Why are they in caps? What does this mean? What? The Wuthering Waves? Is this a Wuthering Waves reference? That's why it's capitalized. I get it now. The Charmony Dove. Yes, you must read all of the Charmony Dove story to Honkai Star Rail, or else you won't enjoy the Pinakani story. You must read all of the Banana Advisor, Banana Monkey, Banana story, or else you won't enjoy Honkai Star Rail. You must read all of Dian's Leaf's yapping about Kainria and the disaster and Descenders, or else you will not enjoy Genshin Impact. You must read all of it. Wuthering Waves? Wuthering Heights? It all comes full circle. Limbus Company and Wuthering Waves are the same game. It all makes sense now.
It cannot be helped. You are of the Geo family. You must have had no visit U-Corp even once.
Yeah, I really up. Sailing out blindly in my voyage to the Great Lake in search of a clue for immortality. But why is it censored? Why is the ID update story distorting? Is the ID confused whether this is supposed to be Ishmael or just Xichun? It doesn't know? Oh, hi, Carmen. Hello, bye, Carmen. Oh. Too early for that observation, I suppose. But it's alright. Nothing to worry about. That's not what the observer of this possibility is curious to learn, is it? The fact that the child has never been to the Great Lake. The fact that the child was born as a son of the Jia family. They're all trivial issues, as long as there was an observer, a wish-maker, with the mere act of witnessing, and only witnessing. The world reflected on the mirror will only grow clearer. Yes, as it does now. He who harbors an iridescent light in his eye, all he who glimmers and showers the world with the gem's shine. Yet hidden it remained for so long, shadowed for years in his embrace. The fell omen shall return, the tears of red shall flow a great, winding river. What just happened? Carmen, please explain. I don't get it. What a creepy song to hear as soon as we walk out into the streets. I guess that's Hung On for you.
What an egregious song this is. The Gem of Hong Yuan cannot be referring to anyone else other than young Lord Bao Yu.
Well, I get how these songs can spread. He sure is a frightening foe, I can't deny that. The song called him a fellow omen, and aptly so. He is feared by every family hierarchy candidate in the competition. At first, what they felt was envy. Envy for the gem of Hong Yuan, who was praised and loved by the elders. But that envy soon turned into fear when the gem began to ruthlessly wield the favor and love as his power to expand his network and dominate the competition. Every move he made was a threat against the other candidates. But what the child fears is something else. The scariest thing about him is that none of us has any idea what he's thinking behind that smiling face of his.
Yet, has he not always shown quite the pleasant degree of gentleness toward you, miss? He thought it kind to visit your banquet after all. Were you not quite close with him in your youth?
Yeah, we used to be pretty close. I followed him around because he'd always play with me wearing that silly smile of his. But that smile just feels so... I don't know. It makes my skin crawl.
I understand. For there is aught I could presume.
Yeah. Though I might just be letting my emotions get the better of me.
However, I have faith that you're not one to suspect without a cause. Aught of his smile must have given you this perplexing sensation.
The child shakes her head, trying to clear her mind after sharing her concerns to her right-hand man. Analyzing other candidates was all well and good, but she decided that it would be best for her to focus on what she has at this very moment. I'm just worried that even that concern might be kinda premature, to be honest. We gotta focus on protecting what we have until the evaluation day.
Then, let us return to Nyan Xiangwu.
Fort of warm fragrance. Is Dante the trainer for Xichun? Yes. Yes, I am. This is like hearing the hot in your dirty mouth. With all this censoring. Yeah, seems about right. Oh, hi! Hi, Serene. Hello. Hey, welcome. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Limba Company. Welcome to Umamusume. I mean, welcome to raise a daughter. I'm raising a Xichun daughter horse. I mean, what? There's a lot of things happening right now. There's a lot of things. I don't know. Daughter horse. Damn. My daughter is a horse and I'm raising her. I'm gonna make her numbers go up. That's about it. They turned Yusang into a horse. Funniest I've ever seen. How is Pokemon? How did Pokemon go? How far did you get? How many gyms have you beaten? I still haven't beaten the water trial in Sun and Moon. I got stuck at the water trial. I'm not big strong enough. I'm still bad at the game. Even though I have like 3 grass types on my team, I'm still struggling. Not very far, I went in a circle? Oh no. I have like 3 grass types, cause the 2 of them are also fairy types. I like fairy type Pokemon. One of them is a fairy type, but it has a grass type move. Whatever, close enough. But also there's a lot of bug types in the water trial because of the Araquanids. So maybe that's why I'm getting countered. We love watching numbers go up. Yay! Me too. That's also why I like watching my followers count number go up. As soon as I get 400 followers, I'm gonna do a Roblox stream and no one can stop me. Well, very fun. Perfect, whenever close enough. Yeah, exactly. Good enough. Sniper, what did you send in Discord? I'm scared. I'm afraid. No, you don't play Roblox if you die to give me time to be alive. Ah! Don't worry, I'm used to dying in lots of games. I die in all of the games. I'm used to it. I'm pretty used to it. I can do it. I'm not sure which games I want to play exactly. Last time I streamed Roblox, I played a lot of single-player games. Or they were like a paid game that nobody else could join because it was paid. Like Zolo and Find Everything. So this time I want to try finding more community games that people watching the stream are able to join. Like Super Mom Survival and Fashion Famous. Or mini games. So it'll be more like a community night stream. That's why it's a celebration of 400 followers, because there's 400 people who watch my streams. And I want to play games with the people who watch my streams. Yeah. Lorca game. Oh yeah, we played Kivoto's Battlegrounds last time I streamed Roblox. I forgot. I'm surprised you remember that, Sniper. You were there, weren't you? I think it was you and Alaric. and one other person. I forgot who the third person was. We played the Blue Archive Roblox game together. We could play that again. I assume they've added a few more characters since we played. I'm probably still just gonna play Miyu anyways. Cause she's cute and a healer. When I was a kid, I kidnapped people with this stroller and adopted baby. Cause he was bugged and I dropped him off in the middle of the river. I've seen a video of somebody else doing that too. They would like use the stroller to glitch their friend into people's houses, even though their houses are locked. And then they would run around in their house as a baby and hide in places. And they would just play hide and seek with random Roblox strangers. It was hilarious. So, I don't know, I can't play that game. Speaking of games, I should practice get better. No, don't practice the Overwatch shooter game. Don't get good at PvP class-based competitive toxic shooter games. You don't need to be good at those. Just play them occasionally for like 1 hour and be like, yep, okay, I've had my fill. Time to not touch this again for 6 months. That's what I do with Team Fortress 2. I just occasionally open up a Team Fortress 2, queue for some random match, pick medic, and I'm like, okay, time to heal my teammates and watch their health bars go up because it gives me dopamine. I like clicking on my teammates and seeing their health bar go from not full to full. It gives me the goody good chemicals in my brain. Exclamation mark lurk. Don't copy me. Too bad. Nightbot will copy you. You type exclamation mark lurk, Nightbot will mock you for it. Nightbot will mimic you. You did this to yourself. Google babies in Roblox? I don't know if I should play Adopt Me in Roblox. Well, actually, my number one most played game in Roblox is Hello Kitty Cafe, which I'm pretty sure was made for babies. But I really like it, so maybe I do play Google babies in Roblox. Cause I play Hello Kitty Cafe and Cinnamoroll Clouded Island. I play the Hello Kitty baby games. I do play Google baby, and you cannot stop me. Oh. Okay. Meanwhile, in Limbus company, we're currently... What is happening currently? I don't even know. Xichun, Ishmael, and Wei, Yiseng are talking to each other at the food celebration after the first round of the Squid Games. And they're discussing how they don't like Honglu because he smiles. And also Carmen shows up like, you're not ready to hear this information yet. Taylor, I wanna play Google Babies today. Is Google Babies an Umamusume reference? Or were you referencing Umamusume this whole time? I thought Google Babies was just like age regression. I thought Google Babies was what you were calling age regression. Yes. I'm learning so many important and useful things about Umamusume.
Then, let us return to Nuanxianglu, that Chinese place.
Been a while since I got to sleep in my own room. Huh. The same night, the latter edge of a high hour. Contrary to what she said, the child cannot seem to fall asleep. Well, it's more like she wasn't thinking of going to sleep at all tonight. This was her first night back in Hongyuan. She knew that it was pretty much a guarantee that she'd get ambushed. If she doesn't survive the ambush, even if she were to be revived later, the clue she brought would be gone. Oh, hello. Spin. She does a spin attack. Another reason why I love Xichun. She does spin attacks in her combat animations. It's funny how Super Quick is an unstoppable force, but the reason for how is that she's playing Go-Go Babies with you. I love watching yours grow, maybe. It's not a cool looking moment. Look at her go. Look at her spin. Gosh, spin, girl. Do as you've learned from Piper. Speaking of Piper, I just remembered. I saw the new Tentacle Girl. I don't like talking about leaks, so I won't describe it in detail. But basically, I saw a little bit of her gameplay, and she looks like I would love playing her so much. Yeah, Hardy, the Tentacle Girl in Zenless Zone Zero. My number one favorite character to play in Zenless based on her gameplay, just on how her moves and kit and combos feel to pull off, is Piper. And from the little snippets that I saw, I think I'm going to love the Tentacle Girl. Her gameplay looks super fun. I won't describe it in detail because it's leaks, but I like it. And she wasn't wrong.
Miss, She family's Snake Man has released the serpents.
No place like home, huh? I would have thought they were underestimating me had tonight been completely peaceful.
Yet, strange.
You saying? This is seriously not the time for one of your weird puns. The child muttered at her right-hand man, who somehow found it appropriate to make a pun in this tense situation. But he only looked back at her in confusion, as though it was no joke at all.
I wish also that the situation indeed called for jests. Yet, it seems that I have neglected aught. It is not the Shi family that holds these serpents' leash.
There was a sound of several pairs of powerful legs kicking the ground, followed by the terrified screams of her clansmen. The child's expression hardened with the realization that she was under even greater danger than she thought. The hares. The rats. No, there's more.
Our clan is under attack. They must have allowed the Mao to strike them in the dark, as the rat swarm is coming to overwhelm us.
And here I was, wondering where you'd all gone instead of coming to my banquet. Oh! Is this Baoyu? The color makes me think Baoyu. But who is... Who is Hong Lu? Capstone ID in this alternate universe? Isn't he the big super strong guy? The big strong decapitation guy? I forgot his name. Chinese names are really hard to remember. Does he also talk like the big strong guy? Or does he just talk like Hong Lu? I don't know.
That is such a heartless thing to say, Ishmael. I was the only one who filled a seat at the barren banquet of yours at Da Hua Ting, wasn't it? Wasn't I?
Big Brother Baoyu. So much for trusting anyone in this stupid house. Looks like you found a hidden knack for knifing people in the back while I was gone, huh?
Are you sure knack is the right word? Please, I have learned and studied hard for this.
How did you even get a hold of the snake's leashes? I guess all this questioning is kind of pointless, huh? He carries himself with the air of an enlightened person, but the child knows that it's all a charade. His laid-back attitude wasn't prudence, it was arrogance. And every word that spoke of humanity and righteousness that came out of his mouth was hollow. I never should have let my guard down. Don't be the good memories we shared.
Ah, you're still seeking to gain understanding, even in a jam like this. I'm so proud of you.
I'm a Ja. That's pretty much a given quality in us.
But wouldn't you have to survive tonight first, if you wanted to put that understanding to good use? And that seems kinda untenable for you, doesn't it? Young Lord Baoyu, that is...
Enough talk. Nothing will come of this conversation anyway. I'll prove myself by surviving tonight.
So, you're not giving up. Okay, Ishmael, if that is what you want, go ahead. But I hope you've left your regrets behind.
The child prepared for battle, calming herself as the shadowy beast poured into her room. Most other candidates would have floated here out of fear, but she wasn't going down that easy. She was going to put her all into surviving tonight, as she has always done. Yeah, I'm probably gonna regret this. But it's really not like me to back down. Not here. The struggle against the current, surviving these deadly, painful circumstances. She was used to it all, just as she was to the smile the man before her wore. Oh hey, there's Carmen. Now I get a loading screen of Carmen because she showed up for a split second. The Project Moon developing Limbus. Okay, we need to throw some more Library of Runa crumbs into the game, both to please the nostalgic fans and also to encourage people to go buy Library of Runa and the Barbie Corporation. They need to go buy our old games and play them. Now I do levels. I don't have any of these, do I? I do not. Haha, 69. I love how going from level 1 to 55, the max level, requires exactly 69 identity training ticket force. That's amazing. It's beautiful. Funny number. I laugh. So she has a lot of... Wait, no, those are both skill ones. I don't know how she works. I know that she switches herself out of combat for some reason. Launcher? I think that's right. Number turns units event activates the encounter expires upon retreat. Gain 1 stack at turn. So she's basically in combat for 6 turns and then retreats without exploding herself like the Fiery Geo Faust does, or like Devat, the Devat Rodion Sinclair do. She doesn't have to die in order to switch out of combat. Oh, so is she good for 100-footed? No, that's sinking. Does she have a good Rupture EGO? I don't know if she has one. No, she doesn't. Not really. It costs Gloom. No, wait, never mind. It doesn't cost Gloom. It is Gloom Affinity, but it costs 0 Gloom EGOs, so this definitely was not made for Xichun male. Xichun male? Ishmael? Ishmael-chun. I don't know. I'm trying my best. You think Kimchi is so proud of Arknight's collab trailer that he played like 3 times on stream? Yes. I mean, I understand. I get it. I do the same thing. I'm so proud of all of the me's that I draw that I slap them on all of my thumbnails. Look, there's me. There's the me that I drew like an entire year ago. Or 2 years. Almost 2 years at this point? I think I drew that one in December 2023. So, in about 3 more months, that drawing will be 2 years old. And I still keep using it for thumbnails. You cannot stop me. Something special about Kim Ji-yoon's development stream? His PowerPoint presentation, his lime marker. Yeah. I actually really like how scuffed the Project Moon's special program live streams are compared to ones like Hoyoverse or Wuthering Wave special programs. And they feel a lot more personal that way. It feels more like it's behind-the-scenes content. I always love seeing behind-the-scenes content in video games, especially concept art or scrapped concepts. So I like how Kim Ji-hoon is he's just a guy. He's just there and when he talks about his game that he makes. I really like that. Is there anything else I need for this Rupture team? If I have 7 ideas, I've got just Xichun mail, and then all the shows 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there another Heisho I'm missing, or is that all of them? Because I don't have Rooster Glare. He's not unlocked. I don't know what 7th Rupture character to bring in. Actually, I might need 2 more, because I know Xichun is gonna switch out, so... When Xichun switches out, does she go to the last in the order? Or does she come in after the next person? Ideally, what I want to do is have Xichun Mail switch out on the 6th turn, or whenever she switches out. And then have somebody like Dave at Sinclair or Lantern Yi Sang come in. And then they'll apply some Rupture and then explode. And when they explode, Joshi Chun comes back in. That would be ideal. But I don't know if that's how it works. Upon retreat, apply offensive up in next turn to allies in their deployment order. In their deployment order? What do you mean by this? Number of allies affected a launcher stack on itself. Oh, I think I know. I think I get it. But the affected ally is Ja family unit. So Capstone Honolulu. Seasonal Honolulu. I think this is the only other Ja character. Ja family. I don't have him either. What do I do? Does not affect allies that either return or substitute next turn? What's the difference between return and substitute? I don't know. On the turn this unit is substituted or returned to the field. Gain ready. Then at combat start was the very first skill in this skill order. Use Crimson Strike Launcher.
Rocket launcher.
Against random target. Ready. Merv turns this unit sprint in retreat or as a backup unit. So how do I bring her back in? I'm killing the target with this unit attack skill gain place. Rupture. This unit gain poise count. And then clash this unit's himself was higher. And then clash this unit's was higher. Oh, does her passive support activate when she switches out? That would be cool. This unit is defeated in an encounter applies this. Oh. In chain battles, if the unit is a backup unit or is retreated, activate the following. Nice! Combat start among entities who 1 are at 50% HP or lower, and 2 used as a defense skill. Choose the entity with the earliest deployment order. At turn end, that entity recovers from stagger caused by damage and performs battlefield retreat. She can make other people retreat? What? Oh, this just got so much weirder. Oh, this just got so much weirder. Is that how she does it? Is that how Ishmael gets back in the field? She makes other people retreat. When they get staggered, or if they're at 50%. Wait, they have to be at less than half HP and also not or, and use the defense skill. Oh. A turn on the enemy recovers from a stagger caused by damage. Why would they get staggered? Are they forced to stagger? What does this mean? I'm guessing that just means it prevents them from being staggered if they come back in later. My brain is not braining very good right now. I feel like this is the kind of mechanic that I would only understand if I test it out on the field and figure it out. Reading is not helping me here. She can get up to 6 launcher. At 3+ launcher, if she uses evade, perform battlefield retreat at turn end. Upon retreat, move to the frontmost place. Yeah, the frontmost place. In the backup unit's deployment order. Returns first before the other backup unit uses. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I said with Yisang. I want her to retreat, bring in Yisang, and then when Yisang dies, Xichun Ishmael comes back in again. Awesome. So she has at least 3 launcher, which takes 3 turns to build up. Then she can retreat. But she can also save up to 6 launcher to give a bit more buffs to allies. Okay, you're ready. And after, if she spends 3 turns in backup, then she is ready. That's it. She's ready to come back in. As the very first skill in this current order, skill order use Crimson Strike. That's her regular skill one though. No, oh, Crimson Strike. Okay, it's her enhanced skill one. I see. Unclashable. What do you mean unclashable? No. Brain is not braining. Strat game? We need easy explanation. This is one of my least favorite parts about Project Moon games. Even when I do try to read kits and I try to understand what they do, I still don't understand. Cause they're so confusing. When I read character kits in games like Zenless, I understand. I get what the character does when I read their kits. But in Limbus, no. I don't know. Time to train Xichun to win the URA finale. I still don't understand in Umamusume. Why is the career called the URA finale? Why is it the finale? What happened to all the previous ones? Where did they all go? Bring them back. 3+ turns in retreat with dodge. And get a free skill 1 to 2 and come back in. Skill 2? I thought she got an enhanced skill 1. Why does she want a skill 2? Being ready. On the turn, this unit substituted or returned to the field. Get ready. And a combat start. And the very first skill in this order use Crimson Strike launcher against a random target. It doesn't say skill 2. It's enhanced skill 1. Ready. Consume already on self to gain plus ready on self times 2 attack weight. Oh, cool. Ismail section 5 looking at 5. Which one? What is South Section 5? You need to say the association name, not the section. We've got West Section 3, South Section 4, South Section 5, 4th pack, like an alternative skill 1. Yeah, enhanced skill 1. Launcher.
Rocket launcher.
She association. This one. I know she association, Ishmael. There you go. There's your fan service sniper. Be happy. Oh my gosh, she has armpits. I'm still so sad. There was like 3 She association IDs added when the game first released, and I'm so sad that none of them are Tenma. Where's my Tenma? I need my Tenma She association. Come on. Come on. I want Tenma. Maybe Motion Kendo 9? I hope so. Please bring Tenma and... what was her name? I forgot the leader's name. Tenma, and Yunjin. That's what it was. Bring Tenma and Yunjin back. I want those too. That's one of my favorite Yuri ships in Library of Rona. I've seen several webcomics, several web manga, and art about Tenma x Yujin. Yujin? One of those two. I need 4. If the Molar office could come back, then the Shi Association can also come back. Who all has come back so far? Molar office came back. I don't just mean which IDs were added to the game in Walpurgis, but also which characters came back to life in the story. Molar office came back to life. Distortion Detective exists. We know Tom Mary exists somewhere because of the Leviathan comic, but we haven't seen them anywhere in Limbus yet. Who was it? I swear there was somebody else. Why am I forgetting? How am I forgetting? What? Do all Shi Association centers have scars on their arms? Most of them? I think all of the south section ones do, yes. But we've never seen the other sections of Shi Association because the south section got took over by a bad leader, a bad evil corpo leader who overworks their employees. So all of the Shi Association employees are constantly exhausted and overworked, and they don't have any time to recover. I'm trying to remember all of the who came back from the library. I swear there was at least one other person or group of people who returned from the library in Limbus after Bulwarks. But I'm not remembering who it was. Maybe if I just look at all of the IDs, I'll remember somehow. Oh, Bamboo-Hatted Kim! Bamboo-Hatted Kim is alive. Now I remember. That's who I was thinking of. If Molar Office and Bamboo-Hatted Kim can come back from the library, then I need Tenma and Yujin to come back. Pretty please. Does the dark skin lady has completely bandaged? She looks cuter without bandages? She was... I don't think she has an ID, does she? What branch was she in? Shimao? Probably one of these two. Or at least these are ideas of her. I forgot her name, but she was a new NPC character who's in the Hung Lu's chapter. The newest chapter. What? Wah. I received a text from my mom. She's asking me if I want to go to a family gathering tomorrow. But I want to stream tomorrow. I might be able to go and also stream, but also the stream will be later than usual. But also I have to go to a doctor's appointment on a Wednesday, and they're at complete opposite times. My sleep schedule's going to be so broken. It's gonna be so broken. Was diving to Ishmael the one who screamed Nojabi? I don't know you doing well. I don't remember anybody in Limbus screaming Nojabi. I don't know what Nojabi is. I don't get this Limbus reference. Hey. I text her. Normal Ishmael screams Nojabi? When does Ishmael scream Nojabi? I don't remember this happening. Is Nojabi like the Korean when she screams like All hands on deck as we're approaching the whale? Is this a Korean word? I don't know. I don't speak Korean. Does it mean oarsman? Does she scream oarsman? I remember this scene. Anywho, it's been over 1 hour and we haven't even started. I think we got sidetracked. Just a little bit. I need to refill my tea now. Dang it. Heck. Gosh darn it. Hey. Stretch. I need to go get more oolong tea. Even though it tastes very different from the oolong tea that I normally get. I don't know how two different oolong teas could taste so very different from each other. But they do. So, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go refill my tea. Give me like 3 minutes. 3 minutes?
I've got you for 3 minutes.
I'm gonna be right back. And then we'll actually start this story for realsies. I swear. Totally, definitely, for sure. Yep. Hey, hello. Hey, hi, howdy, hi, what's up? How's it going? I returned. I lived. I got the tea. It's very good. I like tea. Tea is nice. Yay. Yippee. Let me look at things. I have things. Okay, we're good. Tea time. I'm scared of whatever memes Sniper is posting in the Project Moon channel in the Discord. I'm afraid. I'm scared. What do they mean? I get my blanket. I get nice and comfy. It is nice. Yes. Comfy blanket. Then I need to pour honey in my tea because I like honey. It's delicious. Yes. There. Got it. I'm very organized. I am so ready for this. I was so prepared. Clearly. Yeah. Okay. Now I have event bonus ID. I have Ishmael. Xichun Ishmael. I don't have the other two though. I don't like horse. Scary horsey sang. Scary fire chicken Sinclair. Oh hey, look at all these other ones. Why is it all Sinclair? Why is it all Sinclair? I mean, I see Sinclair in 2 of the 3 images in the title card. But Don Quixote is also in one of the images. Why is Don Quixote not a 20% increase? What heck? Huh. It's all Sinclair. Oops, all Sinclair. Okay. Don Quixote is gonna be a teacher for wit training. Wait a second. Oh no. Oh no. That is so scary. That's more scary than Ibuki teacher. Ibuki sensei. Stages? Hello. The family hierarchs proof. 0.5-1. I don't know how many there are total. There's 12 total. Oh boy, we have a long ways to go. I'm gonna be here a while. This is why I decided to do a Limbus company today instead of continuing 3 wishes. Because 1, my throat hurts. And doing an Addy voice hurts my throat more. Faster. There's no male characters in 3 wishes so that I can use different muscles. And also, 3 wishes is way longer than I was expecting it to be. So, I think it'd be better if I do the limited events in Limbus Company and Blue Archive first, so that I can finish them before the timers expire, because FOMO is amazing and I love FOMO so much. Yeah, I love limited time events so much. Isn't that awesome? Aren't they great? And then we can do 3 wishes afterwards. But also, Hollow Knight Silk Song is going to release. But also, I'm almost at 400 followers, and then I'm going to do a Roblox stream. There's too many things I want to do. I want to do everything. I want to do Limbus Xichun. I want to do Blue Archive Prey Ball. I want to do Wuthering Waves, Augusta, and Uno story. I want to do 3 wishes because it's super cute and hilarious, and I like it, and it makes me happy, and it's cute and funny. And I want to play Hollow Knight Silk Song. I want to play Roblox. I want to read Kimono Tea Time. That is also going to be a very long visual novel. If I just go to Discord and go to the announcements channel, what else have we got here? What am I forgetting? Oh yeah, the day before Silk Song and Kimono Tea Time release, there's this new Zenless update this Wednesday. Just while I'm at my doctor getting operated on. And everybody in Obel Squad is disabled. Everybody in Obel Squad has to go to the doctor. So, in order to immerse myself in the Obel Squad, I also have to go to the doctor on that day. Yay! And then, I don't even think I'm gonna play Genshin when Not Cry releases. I'm just gonna wait 3 more weeks for them to add Aino, cause Aino's not gonna release. I mean, she'll be playable. I'll get her for free from the story or event or whatever. So I guess I can unlock her, but I won't be able to pull for her on the banners. So that's the one thing people want to see on stream is me gambling. Slime Rancher's gonna release. The Shupugaki are gonna be added to Blue Archive. Little Nightmares 3 is gonna release. There's too much stuff. I wanna do all of this stuff. I wanna do everything. Welcome to Obel Squad. We hire people with disability. We have a very strict disabilities only requirement for our employees. Don't ask why, we just do. There's also still the other games that I want to play. I still want to play more Stardew Valley. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of games for Spooky Month. I have 13 games on my Steam. Oh, hold up, I can just show you right here. I have 13 games prepared specifically for October for Spooky Month. I don't know if I'm gonna play or finish all of them. Every single one. A few of these I even bought. I bought during the last Steam spooky Halloween sale or autumn sale, whatever the Halloween sale was. Like I bought Spooky's HD and Tattletale and Nina's Universe and Doki Doki Plus. I bought these 4 games last October, but I never got to play them. Whoops. Oopsie daisies. I also already played the Joy of Creation demo last year, but I want to play it again just because it was cool. You cannot stop me. I will do it. It may be fun to watch you build. I know the moment you get it because I'm intrigued about her skills based on cons. I most likely won't even be able to build her the moment I get her, because I'm gonna have to progress through this story and walk around a lot and unlock the map and figure out where the world boss is and collect regional materials. And I'm gonna be limited on how many regional materials I'm allowed to collect, so I can't even level her up all the way. And since I can't ascend her, I'm not gonna be able to level up her talents. Now I'm also assuming they're gonna add new artifacts. I don't know what artifacts that I'm supposed to give her, so she's gonna have no artifacts. Just borrow your friend's flowers. Oh. Who? Who? I don't know who that is. Who's your friend? Who is that? I've never met that person. Oh. Oh, hey, new music update. Okay, I think we're good. We are prepared and ready. Even though my throat hurts, this will be fine. Is this the Umamusume event? Yes! Yes, it is. This whole stream is gonna be all Umamusume event. We're gonna raise our horse girl daughter. Heck yeah! Danagoanuan, Heisho House's assembly. Ooh, fancy. The hall was chill with a tense air, and those present all sat in complete silence. Then there was Jia Yuan-chin, her lips slightly curled into a mirthless sneer. And at the center of it all sat Jia Xichun, unsure of what to say next. I gotta remember how I did everybody's voices. I haven't done Limbus in so long. Well, everyone. Jia Yuan-chin, seated next to the hierarch seat upon which Xichun sat, smoothly takes control of the situation and begins the assembly. honored heads of houses, lords of each family, their proxies, members, and...
She nods slightly, acknowledging our awkward presence.
and little Xichun's guests, who stay here at... Our H-Corp seems to be extending without a foreseeable end. I told you to leave. Why are you still here?
The developers need more time to make the next chapter for Ryoshu.
All right.
I saw that as your Star Agnes Takara has been released recently in the Korean version. I'm gonna save this Star Agnes again. Nice.
Proxies? Proxies? Is that a Cygnus 1-0 reference?
Isn't she technically from Q Corp? What's up with her acting like she's any less of an outsider than we are?
Yeah. And did anyone catch that? Our H-Corp? Regardless of everything else, the fact that she hijacked the meeting from the get-go is ridiculous. Especially with Xichun, the family hierarch herself, presiding over this official assembly. Clearly, she's using the pretense of assisting the hierarch to assert her own dominance over these proceedings. As we are all aware, venerable former Jamu has always discussed with and confided in me about the matters of the greatest import. The momentousness of which sneered the very course of H-Corp's prospects. Even after I departed the family of Q-Corp, venerable former Jamu has always written missives to confer such matters with me.
Something about it smells suspicious.
But we'd already missed the window to challenge her to present us with proof without breaking decorum. Why am I getting more pings on Discord? Why do you do this to me? What? Why feet? Why are we posting feet in the Discord? Thus, as it naturally follows that I will be the inheritor of the venerable Jamu's will, I shall be presiding over this regular assembly, which we convene now to discuss and determine the future of H-Corp.
What a grandiose and self-important introduction.
It seemed clear to me that she considered herself to be the main character of this scene or something.
Call being a cosplay hard.
That is a similar problem that I've seen with lots of cosplays. I feel bad if people have to cosplay as somebody like Nahida, especially if you're walking around at a convention. What do? You get to experience both simultaneously: the pains of walking around barefoot, and also the pains of wearing white socks, which get stained very easily. I'm so sorry to everybody who ever cosplays Nahida.
Watching a video and I was
Shot, there is a feet survey. Yeah, that's the most important detail of the cosplay. We need to know what the people want. How dare you play Limbus when I'm drunk? I can't watch. You can't watch. Just do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, hold on, we asking players about feet.
Homest art thou, flustered board member, H-Corp merchant representative.
Your grace certainly befits your station, Lady Yuan-chun.
We're all impressed by your utmost dedication to the citizenry of Hongyuan, despite your already saturated schedule.
We can hardly thank you enough for your magnanimity. Magnanimity, Lady Yuan-chun. Ah, my parents. A true shame that they couldn't be here. I've always sung praises of your expertise, Lady Yuan-chun.
Boat looking much? Oh, hi, you're here. I don't know why, but I don't like you. I don't remember you being a big jerk. I remember you being kinda nice a little bit. But for some reason, you just remind me a lot of Wanderer from Genshin Impact, and that makes me hate you. I think it's your hair. And your face. And everything. Long pipe. It's not long enough, it needs to be longer. Next current game is gonna ask people how people feel about Yuno's veto animation. People are gonna ask how people feel about Columbina's feet and Nahida's feet. And people are gonna ask about they're gonna ask how people feel about Clara and Yunlin? The big sword girl from Hankai's feet. People are gonna ask survey how people feel about Seed's feet. People are gonna ask how people feel about Yuno's feet. Next thing you know, Project Moon is gonna ask how people feel about Don Quixote's feet. And then Blue Archive is gonna ask people how they feel about Rio's feet. And also Iroha. How many live tunies are there in Blue Archive with bare feet? And that's actually Don Quixote's feet? Yes. Alright, I need to find this now. I'm gonna find the clip. I have a clip. I need to find this. I will find it. You cannot stop me. I clipped it for a reason. Scroll all the way down to like a year ago. Find my Limbus company clips. Let me just... Hey. I'm looking. Where's Limbus company? That's the Among Us chapter, not the Don Quixote chapter. Yes, Limbus company had an Among Us chapter. Don't ask. Funny number. There's the... Which chapter is this? There's one of the Walpurgis Nights. Is the Walpurgis Night before the Magical Girls? Ah, here we go. Behold. Let me... do this? This? I noticed there's a huge increase of characters showing off their feet. Should I be concerned? Behold. Don Quixote, bow before your god! Don Quixote! Stop. Shush. I'm not ready yet. Twitch is loading. I think it's because so many people have realized that they're attracted to feet. And feet are not gross. And also feet are not seen as a inappropriate thing that needs to be censored for age rating purposes. So developers are like, we can make characters sexy without getting, without increasing the game's age rating. Genius. Behold, Don Quixote, bow before your god, Don Quixote. Somebody don't. Bow before your god, Don Quixote! This is the last thing you see before you die! Thank you, Limbus Company, for whatever it is that is happening right now. Don Quixote feet. It was important, we swear. This wasn't the only time either. I didn't clip the other time. There was another scene where she's also barefoot. Menacing Don Quixote. She's your god now. Responses from the participants are just as protracted, only obsequious instead of arrogant. I don't know what any of these English words means. I don't English good. This is hard. The feedstocks are quite high with this one. Uh-huh. As heads of some of those houses were under investigation for consorting with the forces foreign to Hong their vacuum was filled with their children's generation, many of whom we had the pleasure of meeting during the family hierarchy war. Very well. Then shall we welcome Xichun, the next person to sit upon the seat of Hong Yuan's family hierarchy. Greetings. I am... Now, let us begin. Hey, let her talk. For many years, all those who have gathered here have toiled day and night for the eternal prosperity and growth of H Corp.
Xichun grumpy. Xichun's expression immediately sours as Yanchen
Unceremoniously cuts off her self-introduction. First on the agenda for this assembly are urgent discussions and passage of new major policy items that have been tabled for far too long. Distributive contribution rights, auctioning policy, quarterly amnesty policy.
Hold on, make such a Yanchen.
Passing the distributive...
You know there's gonna be a paragraph when the text gets smaller like this.
You know she's about to say a paragraph. Oh boy.
Passing the distributive contribution rights auctioning policy would allow the open auction for any remaining rooms the day before reconstruction days, and the quarterly amnesty wouldn't do anything but give unfair advantage to certain families and high net worth individuals by guaranteeing them large real estate assignments regardless of their performance in the previous quarter.
Oh. Xichun stutters a little, flustered, before continuing.
My point is, these policies are going to rattle H Corp's economy the moment they go into effect. Besides, these policies were pretty much drawn to favor lining the pockets of a select few families and high-ranking officials of H Corp.
If I may, Venerable Hierarch, lining the pockets. That is quite an odd turn of phrase to refer to the bare minimum of respect the society might repay to the highest contributing members. Don't you think?
Before I continue, Xichun, I'm not entirely certain if you are aware, but ever since the ascension of the new family hierarch, the perceived value of Hong Yuan has been racing to the, for lack of a better word, rock bottom. Clearly, this demonstrates Hong Yuan's concern and its lack of faith in the newly appointed family hierarch. Therefore, it naturally follows that our most urgent task at hand is to put a stop to this value and reputation free fall and restore prosperity and greatness to Hong Yuan once again.
Yeah, okay. And that's the family hierarch's job, right? Why are you...
If you had perused H Corp's articles of association, you would have known that, should H Corp be deemed to be in a state of crisis, the 4 great houses and the board of directors' voice may also carry de facto power in the assembly. And the board of directors, that's us, has determined that we are now in a state of crisis.
State of crisis? What crisis? Everything that led to my ascension into the family hierarch was legitimate, down to the final approval.
These unseemly rumors and slander are tanking our value, which we have built up assiduously through years upon years of toil. So, what is this if not a state of crisis? Our stonks are going down. Our shareholders are not happy. How is this not a state of crisis? And who wouldn't doubt the new family hierarch's qualities, when this decline has coincided precisely with her ascension?
Jun was somehow turning the realm against Xichun, without presenting a single shred of evidence, portraying her as some burdensome hierarch who was single-handedly taking H Corp's value. No one in the assembly, not a single representative from any families present, stepped up to point out how Xichun's swift actions were what finally repelled the outside forces that had marched right up to Hong Yuan's front yard. Or how she deftly maneuvered her forces to quell the Empress of War by quickly taking control of the chaos within Hong Yuan. She hadn't shown any glaring signs of incompetence since her ascension, despite her relative inexperience. But... everyone in Hong Yuan's board of directors, the heads of each family, averted their eyes, as though all of that had somehow inconceivably slipped their minds.
So, you take yourself to be a qualified individual for that responsibility, Xichun. Very well. Then proceed. We're all waiting for you to begin your briefing before the Assembly regarding the last 30 years' quarterly net revenue records for Hangyuan's singularity-related business. Your calculations on next year's fiscal... words... the money words... fiscal debt forecasts, and the exact recipe and variation numbers for the boluses that have been registered in the last 5 years.
That's... Highway.
The Venerable Hierarch has not received that data prior to the meeting. You must all be aware of the chaos that followed the ascension. We are still indexing all available materials to...
Isn't that funny? Not once in the history of Hangyuan has the family hierarch ever failed to provide immediate and detailed answers regarding Hangyuan's historical statistics.
Xichun must have known all along, too. She must have known how the previous family hierarchs were all directly supplied with an immense repository of information through the Xiahuang worm, or something of the equivalent. And she's using it to target Xichun's weakness, knowingly asking questions that she, the first family hierarch without the Anamna worm, couldn't possibly answer.
The responsibility is tied to the venerable seat of the hierarch, Jiamu, are matched only by the great power bestowed upon it. I'm losing my voice. Thus, how are we to leave the matters of the wing to someone who is so evidently unprepared for the task? Given the present circumstances, our hands may be forced to call to vote the motion of no confidence.
The motion of no confidence?
A motion of no confidence, when passed by the high-ranking political officials, can result in the removal of the chief executive from office.
So they're going after Xichun's power.
So this is the picture Jia Yuanchun wanted to paint. Impotent family hierarch stammering and stumbling through our first meeting to the total and near unanimous lack of support from the H-Corp board of directors.
Whatever jargon they're on about, seems to me they've got not an ounce of respect for the lass or us. Never trust twats overly obsessed with numbers and optimizations. They'll be the first ones to kick you out the moment they no longer see you as useful.
Numbers.
We hate numbers in this household.
We don't trust people who like numbers and optimizations.
We don't trust meta players. We don't trust meta slaves. We don't trust the people who put for Miyabi and Astra Yao.
We don't trust the people who pull for Mavuika.
We don't trust the people who pull for every single new character who releases in Honkai Star Rail because all of them are meta.
Collider judging Sensei
Thinking he's plotting something dirty, and yet she has an 18+ manga and contrary scenarios.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see the problem. What are you confused about?
You're not the only one who's off. So can you please stop shaking your leg for a second? Don't need to make our frustration any more obvious, you know.
My would have left the chair long ago if it weren't for this lass.
In H-Corp, should the board of directors unanimously vote in favor of the motion, certain parts of the family hierarch's powers will be removed. It is entirely possible that she'll become a hierarch in name only.
Ah,
So they're threatening to fire her unless she falls in line. This is some needlessly convoluted way to...
the Assembly will now consider the motion of no confidence. Are there any objections to bringing the motion of no confidence against family hierarch Josh Xichun to the floor?
Hold on. The vote of no confidence isn't an item you can invoke so lightly.
Whoopst! Who is this edgy emo boy?
I don't remember him.
The Shi family has no objections. Let's say the Wang family has no objections either.
Sui family too. The rest of the previous family heads seem to have changed precisely nothing. Those in power wore more youthful faces, but their tongues still carried the same old resistance to change. The new family heads were just as uncooperative as ever, and everyone seemed to be solely interested in staying in Yuan Chun's good graces. New faces, same old. And needless to say, Heathcliff wasn't the only sinner fuming with rage. "'Tis far too vexing to simply watch and do naught."
Right? I know you wouldn't let this slide, Don Quixote. They're walking all over Xichun like she's not even here.
Forsooth, we cannot let such injustice transpire unabated.
Hey, seems like we're both on the same page for once. That's it. I'm not gonna hesitate to make myself heard again. This time, I wanna be courageous. With your help, Don Quixote, I'm gonna be brave, but I need like you right next to me holding my hand, or else I can't be brave. Please, I need you to hold my hand when I go talk to the cashier at the store.
Sure thing, Sinclair. Do your best.
Come on, let's do this together, okay?
Very well. I am in agreement.
Yeah. Then, let's go on 3 at the same time.
If there are no objections,
1, 2.
the Assembly will put this resolution to vote in a month, and
3. Here I am. Objection!
Bloody hell. Oh, have you gone mental?
Sinclair stood tall, at the center of the entire room's undivided astonishment. Alone. Don Quixote, still firmly in her seat, gazed upon Sinclair's proud stand and rubbed her nose. Young Sinclair, thou hast evolved indeed. What an unmitigated pursuer of justice thou hast become, with such unrelenting fervor and utter disregard for decorum. Certainly, mine efforts have finally borne fruit.
what the hell?
Did Don Quixote or Heathcliff suddenly rub off on you or something?
No, wait, no. What happened there, Don Quixote? We were going to... what happened to objecting together?
Huh? I had taken thy suggestion to mean that we must voice our dissatisfaction through the official channels, borrowing the titles of the illustrious renegades and the Department of LCC. Disputes in succession of power on such high level of government are hardly ever resolved with rash groundstanding. Wouldst thou not agree?
Why are you normal all of a sudden?
That is one heck of a question to ask somebody.
Why are you normal all of a sudden?
Lad, what just happened? What happened to the clammy meek boy when we need him most?
That's...
Look at her smile. How can you not love her? She knows what she did.
I guess I just assumed that this is how Limbus Company rolls now.
There seems to have been an unexpected outburst from Xichun's guests. Withdraw your objection, and we will consider this a momentary loss of control, and not enter it as an official statement.
It was...
Sinclair's eyes were shaking like someone with his life on the line.
If not, I take it that you have full confidence in her abilities. So please, I encourage you to elaborate. When and how will Xichun demonstrate her aptitude for the responsibilities of the family hierarch?
His voice continues to shrivel into a corner.
He can't. And how could anyone? How could anyone when we all had a very clear view of her path to ascension? During the family hierarch evaluation, Jiao Baoyu donated the coins we received from Jia Chu to you. Essentially, you pity-partied your way to victory.
Pity-partied?
And for your ascension, Jia Chu and those outsiders from an upstart company had to almost literally carry you to the seat. Has there even been a single victory attained by your own hands in that entire process?
Oh? Is this who I think it is? Big man coming in to save the day? No, I mean, there's a lot of people with red names. I don't know. This could be a lot of people. I assume it's Big Decapitation Man, who I forgot the name of.
Big. But have we not all been witnesses to the qualities she exhibited during the family hierarchy evaluation and her own ascension? You must have no shame snaking your forked tongue in the audience of both heaven and earth like an unwitting buffoon.
That's when quiet, even footsteps broke through Yuan Chun's merciless dismantling of Xichun. Oh. Nope, that was Shikong. Wrong person, not Big Man.
Yet, I see the point. The hierarch, with her grace, needs to only demonstrate her ability, established qualifications before all. This is no place for an outsider to speak. But proceed. Just how will she prove herself before us?
What an odd statement coming from a fellow outsider who's been chattering for minutes on end. Forgive me. I can only presume from your verbosity that the right to speak in this form was open to all outsiders.
Oh.
You have said it yourself, no? That the vote on the no confidence resolution will proceed in a month? That seems to give the venerable hierarch a month to regain the trust of each family.
What?
It is rather clear to me that there are many who find their own defeat in the family hierarchy difficult to accept. Such a doubt is easily resolved. A match between clans should lay out the results quite obviously.
Very well. A fair challenge between clans. Which would preclude the participation of the family hierarch's Heisho packs and the Jialan guards. So, would you remove her Pao and Ju before the game even begins? Why not make this test a series of sparring matches in both academia and martial arts, if such is the case? What audacity. Do you truly have that much faith in Xichun's abilities? You must know the consequences of failing these matches, no? It would be a unanimous one, a one-sided end to the vote of no confidence, and naturally, any and all rights appertaining to the family hierarch shall be transferred to the board of directors. That is fine by us. You're free to choose any champion whom you see fit. Unfortunately, your underlings don't seem to share your inflated confidence.
But in the midst of the confused, flabbergasted silence from the other sinners, a clear, carefree, yet defiant voice rings out. Hung Lu's retort. Oh hey, finally, Hung Lu speaks for the first time.
That's not true at all, Big Sister Yuan-chun. We actually have just as much confidence in Xichun as she does.
His wide eyes stare directly and unblinkingly into Yuan-chun's. It occurred to me that this might be his way of expressing anger.
Impudent child. How dare you stare me down like that? Then you're welcome to try. 1 month. You have but 1 month to prove before all an audience that she is indeed fit to be the family hierarch. Should you fail, the vote may as well be a mere formality. In other words, should she successfully prove herself, none of you shall again rightly challenge the independent rights and powers bestowed upon the family hierarch. The consequences of such recalcitrance would be no different from those that the traitors are facing. Wouldn't you agree? Well then, we'll excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait. I'm... Xinghong turns around towards us with that same mysterious smile and slowly directs us outside the assembly hall.
We may call them sparring matches. But you must know that each and every one of them is a test to prove your claim to the seat of the family hierarch. A month is a time far too brief for drastic improvement, regardless of for whom it may be. Learning from a proper master for 10 months straight might teach you a few things, but who knows how long the search for one such master might take. Not to mention the official channels through which you must bring them past Dagwanyuan's walls, which may take up to 2 months. Why not relent now, and relinquish but a part of your powers as the family hierarch and the board of directors?
Hello, voice acting lady. Hi, I'm the voice acting lady.
Gotta have the voice stuff for anime. Ooh! Of course, my others decline, but nice.
Your voice to be anime? You do voices? Nice. I want to voice in anime. I want to become Goku.
I mean, what?
I wish I could voice act in an English dub of an anime, especially cute girls doing cute things anime. That would be awesome. Pretty please. I would like that.
What do you voice, Korisu? Which one is Korisu?
I don't know names. Google. Korisu.
Homst.
Oh, Alice or Kuro. Minori Korisu from Gushing of Magicals. Yes, I would voice her. I would say all 2 of her voice lines. When she says transform magia, I forgot what they say. I would say all the 2 times that she transforms, and then I'll make a lot of very disappointed noises. Singing on that top of women voice acting younger men in anime. No, that's surprisingly one of the voices that I struggle to do. I'm not good at doing Shota voices. Luffy and Naruto are both voiced by women. Yeah, there are a lot of Shotas who are voiced by female voice actors, like Luffy, Naruto, Ash Ketchum, lots of characters in gacha games like Venti in Genshin. The new Venti's friend Dahlia. I think Arlen in Honkai Star Rail, Misha in Honkai Star Rail. Most child boy NPCs as well. Shota? No, that was the femboy subtype. No, Shota is basically just the male version of Lolly. Lolly is female. Shota is male. It's basically the same word but for different genders. Right? I'm pretty sure. I need to Google this. I probably sound very stupid right now. Define Shota. Yes, that is the one. Okay, I'm correct. Listen, if I felt like I can't tell. Is it that long? It's been 2 hours. I'm still on the first episode out of 12. I feel like it's very long. I'm gonna have to do a second stream for this, aren't I? Oh no. Help! Help, I'm scared. I'm gonna be here forever. Blew up my phone, so I downloaded on my laptop.
Oh no.
Yeah. There are lots of Shota or femboy or young male characters in anime and video games, anime games that are voiced by female actors. There's tons of them. Not just Luffy or Naruto. But this is
Choice-based progression.
different paths and such. Yeah, that's why it's Xichun Umamusume. It's Umamusume. You get to choose how to raise your horse girl daughter. It's raise a Xichun game now. I'm gonna raise my daughter. I get to choose how I want her to grow up. It's gonna be awesome. Holy dick Wait, what? Where did you see this? Oh, in the thumbnail? Hold up, wait. I want to test this actually. Whenever I change scenes on my stream, OBS freezes for about 5 seconds. So I want to know what it looks like if I'm watching back my own stream. When I do that, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna freeze for like 5 seconds so that I can show you more drawings of my thick thighs. Hold on. Hello, so that I can show you more drawings of my thick thighs. Hold on. It's changing now. So that I can show you more drawings of my thick thighs. Hold on. It's changing now. So that I can show you more drawings of my thick. Oh, cool. You can still hear me talking even while I'm changing scenes. I didn't know I could do that. Cool. There you go. There's.
Wait, I can't move in this scene.
There's my thick thighs. There's 3 drawings of me with thick thighs. We got the middle left, the middle right, and the right one. Pick your favorite. Which thighs do you like the most? I like the middle right. Those are my favorite thighs. Them some good thighs right there. Yeah. Why is stream breaking and repeating itself more than I hear my injury? Because I was listening back to my own stream because I wanted to see what happens when the stream freezes when I change scenes. Because what I see in OBS is I freeze, the whatever game I'm playing freezes, and my bitrate goes down to 0 bytes per second. So I don't know if that meant that I also could not hear myself, or nobody could hear me, or any audio in the stream when I do that. But it turns out you can hear me, which is very nice. Yay.
Reality shatters every time Yorichi knows this.
I break the universe. The universe can't handle all of the Yuris. There's too many Yuris. It can't handle me. It can't handle all of the me's. There's a lot of me's. Yeah. Wait, hold up. I could just do this, can't I? There we go. To scale.
It's basically the same thing.
Although I'm a tiny bit skinnier. Wait, hold up. I can do this. There we go. No, wrong one. There we go. Now it's to scale.
Thicker thighs. I can make my thighs grow whenever I want.
Although it also has the side effect of making my neck and shoulders grow wider, which looks kind of weird. That's why I switch between them sometimes. Which Yuri is your favorite Yuri? What universe do you like Yuri in the most? Live stream breaking, you know. Where's that small Yuri looking at?
Which one?
Oh, the dead Yuri?
She's dead. She's spacing out. She's in her own little imaginary universe right now. She's not looking at anything. She's just looking in her mind. I think she's hypnotized or something.
I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. She's thinking too hard. She's thinking very hard right now. Hi. I return. I'm back.
How's it going? How's your day?
Get yourself a woman who can adjust her body size according to preference. I could be a thick Yuri. I could be a skinny Yuri. I could be a slightly taller Yuri. This looks weird.
I'm tall.
Taller. Hold up. How does this work exactly? Like here's normal height. If I match it to line up from the feet to shoulders, like so. And then I do this, I get taller. Now I'm like half a head taller. I'm able to adjust when needed. This feels way too tall though, I'm so stretched. I'm so stretchy. Like, this looks best when I'm zoomed out. It has the correct general body shape proportions. But this one, it looks best when I'm zoomed in. Because it doesn't look like my shoulders are extra wide. Or my neck is way too thick. It looks weird when my neck is this thick. People kept pointing out how wrong my neck looks. I'm gonna have to, like, draw myself again. But with, I need to draw myself, but specifically to use as an image in VTube Studio. With very precise proportions. It's gonna be hard to do. I see nothing wrong with that neck. I thought so too. I liked this neck, but a bunch of people kept pointing it out. A bunch of people kept telling me that my neck looks really thick for some reason. And then I got really conscious of it. That's why I tried to shrink it down a bit like this. Which one is better? This? If you're only seeing my shoulders up? Or like the top of my torso up? Or this one? Which one is better? I like this one better. But some people don't.
We're gonna need a poll for this, aren't we?
Or we can always just too powerful.
There, now my neck is
even skinnier, and my shoulder's even wider, and I'm an entire 2 heads taller. I'm too tall. Help! I can't get down. Help! Too tall, Yuri. Yuri, too tall. Get down. Get down from there. Hi. How are you? What's up?
leg bending.
This is just an image. There's no rigging. I'm just using that image right there. The one to the far right. And I just slapped it on. Because I didn't like being 6 heads tall. Also, I just realized Alex are doing the whisper time. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Hold on.
I'm just going to speak very softly. I need to be very careful about this. Because my throat still hurts. It's still worn out from 3 wishes. My throat has been hurting all week for the past week. And it was already hurting when I started Limbus Company. But I still need to do more Limbus Company today. But now you're making me whisper, which makes my throat hurt even more. Why would you do this to me? You meanie pants. You big meanie pants. I can't believe you've done this. It's 3 in the morning, put me to sleep by voice acting. Welcome to my sleep stream. You're going to go to sleep now. It is EP time. Yay. See nothing wrong with that. Switch power. Alter your body size. The thicker one.
Leg bending.
Yeah. Okay, so now I go.
Where did I go?
Hi, I'm over here now. How's it going? What's up?
Oh.
There. This is good. This is good.
Am I in good position?
Hi. Hey, what's up? How are you?
A wise man once said, wait, let me get the link.
Is that what the wise man said? Or did the wise man say something in the link and you're getting the link to tell me what the wise man said? Or did the wise man just say, wait, let me get the link? And that's what they said. Time to make throat EP.
My throat hurt so much. Ouch.
Why would you do this to me?
Meanie pants.
You're so mean. Hold on. There. Stretch. Oh, you got the link. I see. I see you got the link. I can tell you clicked on the share button on YouTube in order to copy the link instead of just clicking on the URL and copy. Wow. Wow. Get outed for your sharing method. Ah, yes, I see. Let me just...
I want a woman that can crush my head in between her thighs.
A wise man once said...
I want a woman that can crush my head in between their thighs.
By wise words. Very wise. Oh hey, look, new Daily Dose of Internet just came out 2 hours ago. Who wants to do a reaction stream where we watch the Daily Dose of Internet, like all of the other VTubers do? Okay, we'll react to Daily Dose of Internet for the next 27.5 minutes. Why is it 27.5 minutes? Mr. Daily Dose of Internet Man, what are you doing? Why did you make it 3 times longer than normal? What? I'm afraid. Close out of this. Things.
What is a URL? I do not know what a URL is. Should I still keep whispering while doing voices? Is that possible? I don't know if that's possible. It seems that this fellow outsider's mental faculties are impressively lacking. My lord has spoken in the past that, when in the presence of 3 people, at least one of them is bound to be a teacher of mine. And here they are, aren't they? Xichun's masters, each carrying something new to teach her. All 13 of them.
Zikong gestured confidently toward the flabbergasted sinners, and the assembly came to an end. All of us are trainers, trainer-sons, trainer-chan, trainer-kun, trainer One-chan. All of us are trainer. We're gonna train our horse girl, Xichun. Archives released 500 solemn limits. Nothing there found is shut down in no compression. I have no idea what words you're saying. What? Is this Limbus? Is this a lobotomy corporation brain rot? I don't know what any of these words mean. Episode 2. We've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours, and we're finally on the 2nd episode out of 12. Oh no. Am I done whispering yet? Can I stop? Has it been 5 minutes yet?
We were planning to train Xichun anyway, but it seems that we're now under an unexpected deadline.
Hey, when you said the LCB was going to help me out, did you guys mean that you were going to publicly humiliate the crap out of me at the assembly?
Of course not, Xichun.
This is Chun's an old snake. You've just given her 30 days to set the perfect stage for my downfall, to prove to the world once and for all that I'm not qualified at all to be the family hierarch.
But, Xichun, weren't you always so good at humbling anyone who dared underestimate you?
Not so much anymore. Back then, like an idiot, I thought I just had to hold on with everything I had. I thought that's all I ever had to do. But now...
But now...
No. Things are different.
Roblox Open World Project Moon Game whole server of Solemn Lament users made a furying squad and shut down nothing there. Oh, I see.
Am I gonna have to play this game on the Roblox stream? I have a follower goal.
I don't really know how to show it anywhere. I don't know if I should make a command for it or just like show it on one of the corners of the screen at all times or something. But when I reach 400 followers, I'm gonna play Roblox. I'm gonna have a Roblox community night stream. But I don't know which games I'm gonna play on it yet. We could just play Project Moon Brain Rot games. Why not?
It's not limited to LPM content,
which also includes Limbus.
It's a harder game?
Oh, why does it have to be hard? Is it like the Terrors of Nowhere game in Roblox that I forgot the name of? It's not Forsaken, is it? It's very similar to Forsaken, but it's not Forsaken. It's a different one.
parry-based permanent death. Oh boy, I love permanent death in my video games. That's my favorite gameplay mechanic.
I just posted this in Discord right before starting the stream.
I posted that one of my quotes when I talk about video games that I like or dislike is, "Death is not a fun gameplay mechanic." I will always stand by that. It is true. That is what I believe. That is how I feel when I play video games. Death is not a fun gameplay mechanic. I don't enjoy doing it. Video games are less fun when I do it.
Game gets permadeath. You get 3 times XP.
Oh boy, I can get back to where I was slightly faster the next time. I would have more fun if I could just continue where I left off instead of losing all of my progress and having to get back to where I was in the first place. Just saying. I like progression. I like getting places. I don't like the opposite of that. My ears are itchy. My ears are your itchy.
Wait a second, that's my name.
It's true that I'm vastly underqualified to be the family hierarch. And she's right. I pretty much lucked into that position.
Xichun, don't tell me that woman's bullshit actually got to you.
Well, she wasn't completely wrong, right? I'm just some kid who happened to be just good enough to survive some traps and ambushes. I'm afraid that the responsibility of a family hierarch might be too much.
Her self-confidence has significantly decreased compared to the observation from our previous interaction.
The heck, Xichun? I don't remember you being this kind of character. What happened to the girl who looked down on us the moment we met? You even had the audacity to pretend to not know who we were, didn't you? Where'd all that confidence go, girl?
That actually got under her skin back then, huh?
So, Xichun, what do you want to do? Are you sure you're okay with this? Are you okay with letting this happen?
There's an event called Night in the Back Streets, and it's basically an hour of permanent caricature loss. But you get 3 times XP and better loot. Oh boy, sounds like so much fun. I can't wait to play Escape from Tarkov. I can't wait to play Hunt Showdown in Roblox. There's more Blue Archive in the Discord. Nice. Better look at bigger risk.
Why can't I just not have any risk, though?
Why can't I just play the video game and have fun? I don't like risk in video games. Can be library taking a book and get your character back? I give up. If I let it happen, Big Sister Xichun's going to continue expanding her influences here. I'm sure she and the board of directors have been cozying up to each other for a long time.
Is the implication that her testaments on her influence were true?
Yep, it's true. Before she left for Q Corp, Big Sister Xichun used to always accompany Jamu to these assemblies.
Minor spelling mistake? They put, No, wait, no, it's not a spelling mistake, never mind. They put a period and then a comma after the period. But that's because they shortened down corporation to corp, and they have to put a period at the end of corp. So they have a period and then a comma. This is so weird.
If we just let them hold the vote of no confidence, they're going to unanimously vote against me and slowly reduce the family hierarchy scope of power. And who knows? They might even call for a re-evaluation. However unlikely that sounds. Besides, Big Sister Xichun, I think her definition of Hung Yuan's prosperity might be different from mine. What she is looking for isn't H Corp's prosperity, it's Dog Yuan's.
And I know that this all has something to do with its ties to Q Corp, which I bet has already been going on for a while, just under my radar. I'm sure they've already had plenty of talks behind my back.
Which is not the kind of vision you have for Hwangwon's future, right? And that's why you spoke up against her.
My vision for Hwangwon is I want to change H Corp to be the kind of place where people can live without fear. I just never imagined I'd have to prove myself like this, and in only 30 days.
And horse anxiety, they misspelled count as cult. And his skill 3 changed attack types.
Nice.
Even then, your vision hasn't changed, right?
It hasn't.
Great. So it's decided then, huh? We just need Fao to deliver the bad news to Sod.
So, to summarize, the responsibility of training Xichun to win these matches, these amorphous tests upon which hinges the family hierarch's fate, and almost every facet of which is entirely under Yuan Chun's control, by the way, and is probably a trap, within the next 30 days, is ours. And we have to explain that to Sod.
Wow. That sounds like a lot of work when you put it like that.
Post-mortem reports have become quite rote.
Sometime later.
Fast forward.
Oh hey, Ibuki and the ninja event. Ibuki ninja? Are they finally adding alternate Ibuki to the game? Where's my 3-star Ibuki? Where's my dress Ibuki? Where's my swimsuit Ibuki? Where's my ninja Ibuki?
Wait, she's from the Pandemonium Society?
I can't believe you don't know this. I can't believe this. Hold up. Wait. I need to find a YouTube video. This is important now.
Blue Archive Pandemonium
Song.
4 months ago, Blue Archive released an April Fool's song. And it's the Pandemonium. It's the Pandemonium Society singing about Makoto's greatness, including Ibuki. Ibuki is singing in it. Although it's in Korean, so it's Ibuki's Korean voice instead of a JP voice. I love this song, it's so good.
Yurichi, asking for a swimsuit version of a character? My mind is blown.
I'm asking because she already has an official swimsuit design. That's why I asked for dress Ibuki as well. Because when she first released as regular Ibuki, she also had a sprite of wearing a dress in the Hina dress anniversary event. And Makoto also had one, but she also is not playable. Where's my dress Makoto and dress Ibuki? I need them, please. And then I forgot when or where. I think on a Twitter post, Ibuki had an official illustration of her swimsuit design. So she technically already has an official design for her dress and her swimsuit. That's why I was asking, why is she not playable? Why is she not a playable character? What heck? I think ideally, if I could choose any alternate version of Ibuki that I want to have, it would be a pajama version. I want comfy, cozy, big fluffy pajamas with a big teddy bear print on them. That would be adorable. But we've never seen a Ibuki official pajama design though.
Prithee, thou most impressive on the illustrious red gaze that 'twasn't mine idea this time. 'Twas Sinclair. Sinclair stared blankly at Don Quixote as she made her desperate plea towards Sod. Yes, I understand that as well. For the 8th time.
As always, Sod was wearing the same refreshingly incomprehensible smile.
The kind of smile that makes people increasingly anxious the longer it lasts. The "there is no war in Ba Sing Se" smile.
Well, that gives us about 30 days, during which those sparring matches, tests, whatever, will be happening as well. Great! Then let's give it our best.
Sinclair mutters in a near whisper, clearly feeling responsible for what happened.
Yes, I understand. I never should have stepped out of line like that, but something just...
Yeah, so let's give it our best. Smile!
I totally agree. Oh, we messed up everything again, and... what? What?
The Miss Company was always going to remain here and assist Miss Xichun acclimatize herself to the responsibilities of the family hierarch. It was always a part of our plan. Well, I sure am glad that I took Faust's advice about how meticulous planning is completely pointless when it comes to helping these missions. I never would have had to submit 9 separate disciplinary incident reports back during the J-Corp incident, had I known. The lack of a plan has become the plan. When you work with Limbus Company, the lack of a plan is the plan.
Between the faction and Makoto, yeah. That's another one of the reasons why I love Makoto so much, or why I love Ibuki so much, and also Makoto, because Makoto is constantly doting over Ibuki. Ibuki is the mascot of the Pandemonium Society, and Makoto loves her very, very much. Makoto loves spoiling Ibuki and giving her lots of pudding and head pats and cuteness and showing off her cuteness to everyone in the world. It's adorable. Makoto is like Ibuki's babysitter.
I believe I should be able to explain this further. Prior to his departure, my lord was concerned that such a thing would come to pass. That is why he has left Zilu and I here to look after the new family hierarch's position, which must still be on rather thin ice.
Oh, so that's what they were privately talking about when you pulled them aside.
Doing nothing and allowing her wicked machinations to progress would have irrevocably made the entire board of directors not but putty in Yuan Chun's hands. And that would have led that snake to de facto assume the seat of the family hierarch. Against such an insidious foe who wields intrigue as her weapon, the most viable strategy is the most direct one, to challenge her head on.
Never thought I'd think the most dangerous Gehenna faction would have a fearsome leader spoiling a small cute child. Yes, they do, and it's hilarious and adorable.
Adorable and hilarious. Synonyms include cute for adorable and also funny for hilarious.
I need to find it. One of the best stories you could find for it is in the mini episodes, I think, or not the group stories. I don't know about the group stories. There should be a Pandemonium group story, but I don't think I've read it yet, or I don't remember it. But there is a mini episode where Red Winter, the Pandemonium Society goes on a cultural exchange trip to meet Red Winter, which I already know. And Makoto and Ibuki are there. Makoto gets a good amount of screen time there. And she likes gushing over Ibuki. I think I still have a clip from that as well.
Time to scroll through my clips and find my old Blue Archive ones.
If I can find them. That was one of my first Blue Archive streams when I read that mini story. One of the reasons why I started liking Ibuki in the first place. I'm scrolling. There's
so many clips.
And most of them only have 1 or 3 views. Nobody even watches any of my clips.
I go out of my way to try making all these clips so that if people can't watch the stream, they can at least see some funny moments from them, but nobody watches them and it makes me sad. Here? Just one of them? Where's my one Ibuki elf? This is when the Ibuki first released and became playable. I did Makoto's Momotalk story. The One Piece? Why are we One Piecing? What? Here? This one. There's 2 of them. This? Ah. Go here. And this one? Eh. Twitch is loading, it loads very slow. The one in is oh! My one Ibuki off. It's your favorite. Why does it not pause when I press the pause button? Oh, how come? It takes a while to load. Eh. Here. Oh, how come the Red Winter get ahead of people? Why is she wearing a fake mustache? She had to do a double take. It's fake? That took her way too long to realize. Who knew Cherino had a fake mustache? That's insane. How is this possible? Ta-da! It's your favorite mascot, Ibuki! Hi! I hope my pudding is safe and sound. Ibuki, you see...
Well, I certainly have regrets.
What? Where's my pudding? How come I can't have it? Did I do something wrong? Was I a bad girl? No, Ibuki, you're not the one who's bad.
Ibuki, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was yours, and I regret. Self-reflection. I'm the bad person. I've wronged you. I have so many regrets.
You monster. How dare you steal Ibuki's pudding? Of all people. Makoto is evil. Makoto is a horrible, evil person. How dare. This is hilarious to watch. That's why I clipped it. And nobody watches the clips. Cause I don't edit them into YouTube shorts. People only watch YouTube shorts.
Against such an insidious foe who wields injuring as her weapon, the most viable strategy is the most direct one, to challenge her head-on. Besides, has this not given you the excuse you needed to prolong your company's stay in Dagamonuan? This is also a prime opportunity for Xichun to further solidify her influence here, depending on the outcome of the vote of no confidence. They have played right into our hands by accepting this deal.
So, I don't want to rain on everyone's parade, but are we not even gonna consider what might happen if we fail?
No, we're not. Because you will not fail. Not with us aiding your efforts. Also, were you serious back there when you said that we were all going to teach Xichun? All 12 of us? I said 13. I won't object to selecting only a few of us with better aptitude to be educators. By the way, we already have an established internal hierarchy based on the sum of each our abilities. Of course, the results weren't entirely to my satisfaction due to an unexpected incident.
Miss Otis, that is a statement mired in narrowed vision, rife with factual refractions. I am of the stance that the qualities of a good teacher are defined not by such statistics.
So, you must be the one who was placed last in that scale.
I was placed last in the scale for combat prowess, not teaching prowess. Just don't say anything, bud. That's not to stand out like a sore thumb. I may have overreacted then.
My lord has said that from the virtuous we may learn to replicate their merits. From the flawed, we may learn to avoid their failings. As long as the student is willing to learn, anyone, anything can be a teacher. I also, to embrace this teaching, seek from all those who we come across. Just what in the heavens are you doing?
Aha! I am preparing a lesson plan for young Xichun, our family hierarch.
Ah, you sure got on that fast. So, what are these yellow wormy things here?
Aha! 'Tis a star, twinkling in its radiance.
According to the schedule you have prepared, the student would have negative 3 hours available for sleep. This lesson plan's execution will require cooperation from T-Corps.
Ah! 'Twould be a mistake most fatal indeed. I shall correct it post haste.
Don Quixote cannot math good.
Xinghong was staring at Don Quixote's expression of her wild artistic merit upon the curriculum with her usual crescent moon eyes. Wait, is that supposed to be Xinghong's grimace?
Of course, each to their own, I suppose. I need not be shaken by every little thing until we have their actual lesson plans in hand.
Heroism stat 100, math stat
1.
She's trying her best.
Hey, thanks for putting your faith in us, Xinghong. We barely have any of that to go around ourselves, so I understand it couldn't have been easy. You could say that I have learned my lesson. The recent events have taught me that the path of learning is truly one without end. Despite us being on a 30-day limit, in which case our path of learning does have an end. That is not good.
Oh no. Oh dear. Here, another student. Me. There.
Got it? I see that you've all individually worked on your lesson plans as per Xinghong's request.
Oh hi, it's Zilu. I thought you were Zikong. Your name's supposed to start with Z. Sniper, your wife is here. Your wife with no bandages is here.
Oh,
Ah, my throat hurts.
I'm trying to make it go down so that I can do Zilu voice, and that just felt really weird. I don't like that.
What if I do this? Does this help? This helps my voice go down, right?
There, good enough. Zilu, so that is her name. Looks so pretty. Yeah.
I like that she's got a tiny little rabbit pin because she's in the rabbit branch, the Mao branch of the Heisho.
I need to go back down again. This is hard. How do I go down?
I can't do it. My throat feels weird. I have received a total of 12 lesson plans. Hold on, shouldn't there be 13 of them? Even the executive managers decided to spare their precious time to teach a class.
Yeah, I had it in my lesson plan too.
I feel like Heathcliff did not hand one in. That is because...
So, who didn't do their homework? After a brief silence, everyone turned around and looked at one of the sinners.
I knew it. How did I know?
It ain't me.
Oh, please. At least try to make a compelling argument. Who else other than you could it possibly...
It's me.
You sing? You've been acting out a character a lot recently. What's going on?
Well, that's...
Sinclair was drenched in sweat for some reason.
Actually,
In Sinclair's seat was a large stack of papers, each filled to the brim with writing.
Sinclair, are these papers?
I'm done. Sorry, I got too into making a lesson plan and just couldn't stop myself from writing.
Sinclair couldn't have appeared more proud as he placed that big bundle of sweat-soaked papers into Zila's hands. Zila looks nervous about these papers, and she received it with mild trepidation.
You seem to have dedicated quite the momentous effort in drawing up this lesson plan.
What is up with her?
Well, let's start reviewing from the first in the stack. 108 analytical approaches to an atheist's AAA. What does AAA mean? And how do you plan to explore all 108 approaches in a month?
Ryoshu, explain. Ryoshu, why are you putting religion in our class plans? Patzilu. Big patch. There we go. Zilu gets patch. Nice.
Appreciation of artistry and assassinations.
How does Sinclair do it? Hi, Ryoshu.
If you went too far.
Alright, sorry.
Flip a page and continue reading for those 108 approaches. What pain. What paint did you use? It's quite viscous and the paper is partially melted.
Lady, watch yourself. He almost got some on my arm.
Painting.
Is she a giant? Yes, she is very tall. She is huge. She is even slightly taller than Rodia. Isn't Rodia like the tallest sinner? Or like the same height as Mersault? She's somehow taller than Rodia. There are cute anime girls in the Discord. Nice. Thumbs up emoji.
Entrails coating the world.
Her eye is spinny. Her eye is spiral.
Now you know how aesthetics appreciate the artistry of slaughter.
Just what the heck did you paint in that paper? Hey, get it together. Tina stumbled briefly. Whatever was on the paper must have given her quite the shock.
My mind wandered for a moment.
I need water. For some reason I am also dizzy. Why am I also dizzy? I need stretch.
I stand.
There. Hi. Why am I receiving more pings on Discord? Why does this keep happening? Oh, I see. Fails to force close-ups. Task manager, kill him! Eliminate them!
Hey, Shopak, heed my commands. Kill this task. This is too dangerous to be used for a lesson. Thus, it goes to the discard pile. Weak sauce.
Zeno crumbled up the paper without hesitation and tossed it out of sight.
Next. Intro to Societal Reintegration. Impressive title. Chapter 1. How to shake hands with your left hand when the situation calls for it. Chapter 2. Exploration of exclusively long-sleeved fashion and practices. Chapter 3. Projecting confidence and why having a bug arm is totally cool.
Gregor. Explain.
That's, you know how it is. Be proud of who you are. All that philosophy stuff. I wanted this lesson to give a bit of a paradigm shift, where we can all come to see our flaws, not as failings, but as evidence of our individuality, which will usher in a world where we can carry on with our lives, no matter what kind of arm we have.
Discard. Next.
Is this the song that plays during April Fools?
No, they've reused it a few times. I assume it played at some point during April Fools.
It's also played in a couple other events, I think.
It's a silly moment song. It is a silly funny time song.
Zero quickly flipped through the pages.
Intro to Denigrative Linguistics. Subheading. The power of words. Sticks and stones may break their bones. Yield my flesh to claim their bones. So let's add words to the pile.
My credentials include the ability to dress down an opponent so hard that they fall to their knees and beg me to stop. I have plans for applications as well. The lesson teaches methods pertaining to disguising compliments and criticisms and vice versa.
All of this seems rather difficult to learn.
I have concluded from my hitherto observations that Xichun is an individual of great promise in this field. Follow my instructions to a T, and I guarantee that this cadence shall be able to have the upper hand in any verbal confrontations.
Is this a curriculum to make the best brawler or the best family hire academy? Zero seemed quite interested, but Xichun's vehement veto eventually overruled the suggestion.
On Justice. Another impressive title. Subheading, Methodologies of Captivating an Entire Room of Preoccupied Audience. Discard.
Feel thee! Wherefore? Ah!
Next. Praxis of ego splitting concerning inter-mirror conflict between the self and the reflection, and paradoxically fractured theory of idealism in which one attempts to open an unopening door to open the door. Utterly incomprehensible. Discard.
Perhaps Mr. Ryoshu's advice to truncate the lesson title should have been taken in earnest.
Survival and Exploration. 21 reasons to pay attention when the exploration team leader is giving advice on the upcoming adventure. Case study for 30 horrible mistakes that occurred because the team was distracted during the leader's lecture.
Ishmael!
How to track down a troublemaker who tries to sweep trouble under the rug while the team leader isn't looking. Someone ignored my advice that I shouldn't have been moving 2 steps ahead. Finally, I've narrowed them down to 3 culprits.
Oh wait, I forgot to take that part out.
Thank you for the shredding papers art.
And into the shredder it went. When did that paper shredder get here?
The art of using yawning as a cover for popping a cookie or two into your mouth. Especially useful when getting lectured.
Hey, if you got good enough at it, you can do it with nuts too.
Uh-huh. So it was you who made those crunching noises in our last meeting.
What? Nah. Do you take me for an amateur?
The art of social maneuvers. How to let it flow through you. How to not make things awkward when you walk right in on someone bad-mouthing you.
The most important part of this art is to flash a refreshing smile in a way that looks earnest. It helps when you convince yourself that smiling is what brings good fortune. Smiles have a way of disarming people, giving them pause and making them hesitate.
I remember that. Big Bro used that technique to confuse a lot of Tagawanon people who hated him.
I see. I can't quite bring myself to throw this into the shredder. Next, how to remain in complete stillness for a week until the next command is received.
This lesson plan was designed based on Rodian's advice that I must prioritize strengths that are unique to myself.
Look, in my defense, I didn't know he considered that to be his unique strength, Kay?
Let us consider whether the standing in complete stillness for a week is a quality one might seek in family hierarch.
Reputation? Spelling mistake detected in the ninja event. Which one is the ninja event? What?
This one is certainly interesting. What separates bravado from bravery? Jack sawed off and grab your weapons.
Why am I being messaged? Who's texting me? What? My mom has texted me an image of text. There's a text image on an image with text in it that says, "Psychologist says that people who love the shade of purple have the most intelligent minds." Me looking at my school grades and summer classes and makeup classes and why do I not believe this? Why do I feel like this is false? Yep, always gotta read the full print.
Huh. It's my philosophy that reason don't necessarily need to be considered before coming to blows.
Martial prowess is indeed an indispensable part of the family hierarch's qualities. But our focus is not on developing a hierarch of a syndicate. Next. Information disparity as a driver of inequitable treatment.
That's actually the most interesting sounding one so far.
And the application of engineering frameworks.
Okay, it's kinda losing me. But I'm still on board.
For systematic resolution in rational self-interest driven societies. And
Is it still going?
that was 1/5 of the full title. I'm losing my voice. Help.
I think I'm gonna have to end the stream as soon as I get out of this episode. Even though it's only episode 2. Cause my throat hurts, it burns, it's scratchy, and I'm losing it too. Cough drop it is.
Maybe I need to play a stream where I don't need to talk as much. Or do voice acting.
The problem is all 4 of the games that I want to play right now are that. I want to play the Limbus event. I want to play the Blue Archive event. I want to play the Wuthering Waves story. I want to read 3 Wishes. The Zone Zero is gonna... I guess I can set Wuthering Waves to English voices. Maybe I could do Wuthering Waves tomorrow. And just not talk as much. Let my voice rest. I wish you and your throat a speedy recovery.
Me too.
That is one of my 3 wishes. I wish that I never had to worry about my throat hurting when doing voice acting ever.
That was 1/5 of the full title.
It seems that the same trouble has hindered both you and I.
Every word in the title was added for its absolute necessity.
Indeed. Indeed.
After she'd gone through the majority of our lesson plans.
Finally. Now that that's over.
Yes, it's finally my turn.
Sinclair sighed with the gravitas of someone who's just been bestowed with the most important mission of his life.
Thinking back, even back in school, I used to daydream about becoming a teacher myself. I thought I could be good at it. So, I guess you could say that I'm pretty happy to be given an opportunity like this. I call my lesson the theory on self-overcoming. We have to accept that everyone stumbles at first, but by always striving to be a better person than I was yesterday.
Hey, but what if I like who I was yesterday more?
That's okay. Everyone has their own unique potential sleeping deep inside. So, with everything I've learned and experienced so far, let me teach you. Let me teach you how to how to not doubt your own capabilities. How to always shoot higher.
Hold on. You had me for a second there, but what's up with acting like you're an infinitely more enlightened person than I am?
Of course. I prepared a speaking class where you can learn how to speak with modesty, too.
I never would have imagined Sinclair would be this into it. Yeah. Too bad he's so into it that he's not even listening to what Xichun's saying.
Following that, your company is... it seems that Zilu has completed her review.
Ah, I see. Now, how's everything going, everyone? Class prep going well? My curriculum most special! 'Tis shredded. Okay, so that's a no. That was Zod's impression upon taking a quick glance at Don Quixote, who was sobbing and cradling the shredded pieces of her lesson plan in her hands. Well, it wasn't a complete bust. At least, Sinclair's lesson plan survived.
Miss Xigong, Miss Sod, I've prepared a full 30 days worth of lesson plans. Would you like to take a look?
But Xigong and Sod weren't looking at the dozens of lesson plans Sinclair presented so proudly before their eyes. They were looking away. Xigong, especially, was looking away with an unmistakable expression of pity.
So he doesn't know. Would you mind explaining this, Jilu? I could not bring myself to tell him. Apologies.
So, this young man produced this entire sizable stack of lesson plans all on his own.
I see. Weakness has found its way into your heart in the face of such earnest effort. I understand. However, it has been decided that Sinclair will not be participating as one of Xichun's teachers. Or should I call you pupil Sinclair, to be exact?
I think Sinclair's has been disqualified from being a teacher because he is the one who stood up in the assembly and disgraced his elders, disgraced the elders, or something, some Chinese thing, a hierarchy thing.
This has gotta be a mistake, right? Isn't Xichun the pupil here?
No, there haven't been any mistakes. My lord has specifically instructed that you are to learn from this as well.
What? What?
What?
Seriously?
Well, I guess we have a horse girl and also her horse boy now.
This isn't right. Guys, this isn't right.
Ah, now this looks like a proper classroom. It would have felt pretty dang empty with just Xichun sitting there all on her own, don't you think? Besides, I bet Sink's the resident expert on going to schools, right? School was a luxury for me, you know?
Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean I ever want to go back to school.
You should learn to be grateful. I don't dole out my teachings to just anyone.
Don't forget, we have to redo the whole lesson plan under their supervision.
Otis, you always get on your soapbox and try to lecture everyone about something after every single battle anyway. And you, Ishmael, you always get hyperfixated on something. Once you find something interesting, you never stop talking about it for 3 hours at least. And... I will ensure that you receive the best education I can provide, Sinclair. Hold on, Yuseng. I thought you were the underdog duo. Remember during the checkup when I said we got this? We were gonna get this together. The evaluation painted a twisted picture of the true scale of strength. the sole measure of which erroneously relied entirely on physical might, I shall not hesitate to impart knowledge for those who require education. Congratulations, my lady. You have found yourself a deskmate, which some may also call a bestie, depending on desk placement.
Deskmate, bestie. What the heck does any of that mean?
Huh?
Xichun's eyes widened with confusion, as though she had just heard those words for the first time in her life.
When I first met her when she was 16, she explained to me that she hadn't attended any school-like institutions. This is par for the course for children of Hongyuan, who are raised for the purpose of becoming the next family hierarch. The reason being that schools can be a perfect place to assassinate someone. So, deskmates and besties.
Sinclair began to explain, seemingly resigned to the fact that he was essentially going back to school for a month with the other sinners as his teachers.
Usually sit next to each other and help one another out. A bestie might nudge the other awake when they doze off, share their homework with one another if one forgot to do theirs. They usually end up being included in the best memories of each other's school time.
So, not very important at all, huh? I think I got this on my own. I don't need a bestie.
Right. It may have come a few years late, but I am moved that my lady finally has a chance at experiencing school. Same here. I remember like yesterday. Xichun would sit here and watch other kids walk to school from a distance, tears welling in her eyes.
Dude!
Oh, that reminds me. One day, out of nowhere, she started saying something about eating from lunchboxes with friends. I haven't a clue as to how or where she even heard about it, but she snuck into the kitchen and...
Wait, don't you guys have lesson plans, right? Come on, hurry up. 30 days are ticking down. We've only got 30 days.
Of course. Unfortunately, I have become quite occupied with another task of great importance, assisting Wei with indexing and reviewing various documents that are in critical need of organizing. Thus, I must leave the lesson planning to you two, Zilu and Masad. Have you any thoughts on this matter? Slacker. What was that? I said nothing.
Slacker. Why are you not teaching? Why are you not helping, huh? Explain. This was your idea at the banquet hall. You came up with this.
Slacker.
Okay. I need to end the stream now. My throat hurts. It feels weird. I'm losing my voice. I'm lightheaded. I'm dizzy. Everything. I don't know. Water. I drink your water. Yay. Why am I getting texted again? No, that's my doctor. Okay, it's my doctor this time. Oh no. Okay, that's the end of the stream. I'm gonna go to Limbus Company and see if we can raid somebody else who is Limbus is accompanying. Mayhaps? Yes? Here. I'm gonna go to this one. I haven't decided. Right. Bing. Okay. That's all for today. Unfortunately, the stream was only 3 hours. It was so short. Tomorrow I'll most likely stream a game that I do not need to do voice acting in. And see if that'll help my throat recover or something. I don't know. I hope. Bye bye. Have a good day, or night, or time. Bye. Oh god, Windows noises.